The Chinese are making strides in the bicycle industry here in Europe. This time it's Tenways, a budget brand that doesn't advertise its Asian origins. The marketing of Tenways is good, but do they offer value for money? That's what we'll be discussing in this video. Besides busy bicycle lanes, online bike shops are bustling as new manufacturers join the existing brands here in the saturated Dutch and European markets, offering cyclists a broader range of choices. Sleek websites, including Tenways, aim to make urban traffic cleaner by enticing people to choose e-bikes over regular bicycles and other transportation methods. Maybe because a regular bicycle is apparently a hopeless mission, Tenways is no exception with this. With bases in the US and Europe, they entered the Dutch market in 2022, offering 3 models assembled in Europe and featuring speed skater 𝗬𝗂𝗍 as their spokesperson until 2024. I've been riding the 𝗬𝗂 600 from Tenways for quite some time now. It is starting from $15.99 and it includes some free accessories like mudguards and a kickstand. The bike arrives in this box, requiring some assembly, but Tenways provide you with the necessary tools and a foolproof manual. This process helps you to familiarize yourself with the bike, making it easy to make some tweaks yourself without having to go to a bike shop every single time. Now, once the bike is assembled, you can enjoy the sleek design. I believe that for the price, the Tenways 𝗬𝗂 600 is nicely finished. It feels solid and luxurious at the same time. And a nice extra, you can hardly see this is an electric bicycle because of the thin tubes. The e-bike does not only look good, if you ask me, it also has a decent package under the hood. It has a number of premium features that you don't often find in this price range, such as hydraulic brakes and a Gates belt drive. By the way, the price and the weight is reduced because of the fact that it does not have an expensive and heavy mid-motor, which you can normally find over here, but rather standard a motor in the rear hub over here. The lack of gears isn't an issue in the city and the bicycle easily handles steep inclines. Moreover, there's a Gates drive belt instead of a chain, which is still relatively rare in this price range and is also advantageous for weight. Same counts for the Tektro hydraulic brakes. At 3.5 meters it comes to a full stop, which is perfectly fine compared to all the other e-bikes that I've tested on the channel here. In terms of riding comfortability, the unknown 250 watt motor from 𝗦𝗵cie, which is also Chinese, results in a very smooth riding style in combination with the torque sensor, where the lack of gears isn't any problem in the city. It is definitely by far one of the best I've experienced so far. It's like you're constantly having the wind in your back. Even though there are no gears, a standing start up a steep hill or a bridge is no problem or whatsoever for the motor. With my weight, the good bike roads here in the Netherlands and normal weather conditions like today, the range varies from 60 km on assist level 1 or 2 to 35 km in challenging conditions with high wind forces and maximum assistance. The non-removable battery charges pretty fast in just under 3 hours. The saddle could use more cushioning for longer rides. The same goes for the handlebar. There is no adjustable stem, so you constantly have a fairly sporty posture. The 𝗬𝗂 600 has a great frame because it's not swaying around and I don't have an unsafe feeling at higher speeds. This is partly due to the design with a horizontal tube and the lack of a suspension fork. It's also impressive that for the money you get an excellent front light, but that an integrated rear light is not included is definitely a big miss, especially if you focus on the Dutch or European market, where a rear light is mandatory. Tenways, just like most e-bike brands out there, have an application that I personally barely use. It shows you the battery indication, an estimated range, distance and duration, as well as a summary. So, of all the e-bikes I've ridden, the 𝗬𝗂 600 from Tenways definitely stands out. A small, modestly rear hub motor, single speed belt transmission, and it's also a strikingly clean and simple looking e-bike. And in the age of Apple inspired minimalist design, that will no doubt prove popular with many. The current competition for e-bikes of this design and spec will be either more expensive or heavier or both. The fact that Tenways are rolling out a dealer network too makes it even better value. So, in short, I do understand those happy Western European faces on Tenways website to some extent. On the other hand, realize that cheaper or missing components, such as a missing integrated taillight, a non-adjustable handlebar stem, etc. are used, and that despite a Western looking website, you are simply riding a Chinese e-bike. That is ultimately a choice. It doesn't mean it's a drawback, as Tenways, and I will say it once again, definitely stands out from all the other bikes that we've tested here on this channel, showing the best attitude and potential for great success in the Dutch and European market. Now, I also have to be honest that there are e-bikes that are out there that are less than €1,000 and are sometimes quite fun, like this one for example. Go check it out because we already reached the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe so that I see you in the next one.